Good morning. Today's Tuesday. We just finished our second block. So we just finished the musculoskeletal block. Excuse my allergies. And we started off good. We ended we ended. We ended. I think the last exam of this block was really challenging for me. It was a lot of new information, and I feel like I say this all the time, but the amount of information, I haven't yet figured out how to consume all of this information in an effective manner to where when it's test day, I can answer second, third order questions covering the details of this information. So, by God's grace, I will learn. But I wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm doing and checking in. It's been a while since I've recorded a video, but I had this thought last night as I was driving home after the exam, literally hands on the steering wheel, and I was like, wow, I'm surviving right now, and I don't know how I feel about that. And that thought kind of carried throughout the night, and of course I woke up thinking about it, and during quiet time I had some time to toy with the thought of, am I content with surviving right now? And how do I bridge the gap from surviving to thriving in medical school? So disclaimer, I'm passing every class. My medical school does not do ranking. Classes are pass fail, and at the end of your medical education, what gets sent to residency directors is your transcript with pass fails, but also the quartile with which you fall into in the medical class. So it's not a traditional ranking system. We don't know what number we are out of the class of 200 and some students, but we know whether or not we're in the top 25, top 50, top 75, lower fourth quartile. And that all matters, even though the rankings no longer exist. Where you fall in the quartile still matters. That still shows residencies your competency to some degree, but that's a whole conversation for a whole nother day. What is competency, right? Is me answering questions, showing that I'm a competent individual to become a physician. We can talk about that another day, but I'm surviving, passing everything, but surviving. I'm not thriving. And for me, that's a hard realization to come to, just because so much has gone into me getting here and even having the opportunity and the privilege to be here. So for me to get here and just survive, it's the overachiever in me. It's the military brat in me. Both my parents are veterans, and they always preached excellence. If you're not giving your best, if you're not doing the best, then something's wrong. And so I have had to confront what if my best is not the best? And am I okay with that? Moral of the story is I have not been okay with that. And I'm working through, for lack of a better term, the God complex that I'm struggling with. Like, in my mind, what I have to dismantle is the thought that me doing my best has to be the best. And if it's not the best, then I don't deserve to help people in their health and wellness as a physician. Like, that's the thought that I have to dismantle. Because the reality is, my best, and we're just talking exams, right? Not even talking about the other side of medicine, which is, interacting with people, using your hands to treat people, professionalism, things of that nature. We're not even talking about that. We're just talking about exams. What I have to do and the things I have to go through in order to pass boards and maintain licensure to practice as a physician. That's where I'm struggling. So part of that dismantling comes with understanding that the exams is not all to medicine. And I'm speaking to you, but I'm also speaking to myself, to come back to and remember and check myself back into the reality that exams are not a reflection of my ability and my competency. They're a starting point, but they don't tell the full picture. And my husband says it so well. Because I share with him. We're on this journey together, right? So I share with him everything, including my grades and where I'm at and how I feel. But he said to me, he said, Coretta, I don't want a doctor who just answers questions on exams. Like, when I go to a doctor, I don't want somebody who just does good on exams and quizzes. Like, I want somebody who can actually practice medicine, like that other side of medicine that I was referring to. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, when I see my patients in the future, they're not going to be like, okay, so what did you score on musculoskeletal exam 2? Oh, you just passed? You didn't get honors? Like, they're not going to ask me, what I got on boards, what my score was. What they're going to be concerned about is how I treat them when they're in front of me, how they feel when they leave my care, and if I'm able to help and solve the problems that they have currently. Like, that's what they're going to care about. So that's where my head is. And it's a weird thought process to have to dismantle. And it probably isn't easier because I'm surrounded by anxious medical students who are all thinking the same thing, I'm sure. They're all thinking about where they fall in the ranking. Why aren't they performing like they want to on the exams? And it doesn't help. So moments like yesterday where I'm able to ground myself and reflect and really toil with the thoughts that I have. It keeps me grounded. Even talking to other people, like talking to my people outside of medicine, like my husband, certain friends, and some family members. That's what keeps me grounded, and ultimately keeps me going forward because I can't stop. I've done too much to get here. And even though I'm surviving and not thriving, that does not give me warranty to jump ship or to give up. Too much time, resources, money have gone into getting me this spot, giving me this opportunity to learn. Too many people took a chance on me, so I can't stop. So I gotta think about those thoughts and keep going, because guess what? We finished one block. We started another block last night. Last night. Neuro started last night, sis. Last night. Or sis or bro. Last night. And lectures begin today. I can't stop. Gotta keep going. So those are my thoughts this morning. Interested to hear what you have to say. Be well.